And I just want to go quickly down the line with just a name. Favorite Supreme Court justice? Senator Santoro? Current.
I have to say, these folks over here have been talking about taking on the courts. I've done it. I actually campaigned in Iowa against those justices, and I was the only one on this panel that did it, number one. Number two, when the partial birth abortion statute was struck down by the Supreme Court, George Bush got elected. We actually went back, and I worked with Henry Hyde, and we passed another bill, told the Supreme Court they were wrong, passed it, George Bush signed it, and it was overturned. You can talk about reform and doing something to confront the courts, or you can actually go out and make it happen. I made it happen. And it's Thomas.
And quickly down the line.
Yeah.
Favorite current Supreme Court
I'll try
justice?
to be as quickly as I can, but when I talk about overhauling Washington, D.C., one of the things I talk about, besides a part-time Congress, is no longer having lifetime terms for the federal bench. I think that is one of the ways that you keep these unaccountable legislators with robes from trying to dictate to the rest of us. And I would say, you pick Alito, Roberts, or Thomas, pick one.
All right. Would you pick one, please?
Yes, Roberts, Thomas, Alito, and Scalia.
All right. Speaker Gingrich?
I think that's a pretty darn good list, and I would sign up for those guys. Scalia is probably the most intellectual of the four. They're all four terrific judges. I mean, if we had 9 judges as good as those 4, we would be very happy with the Supreme Court.
Congressman Paul?
From my viewpoint, they're all good and they're all bad because our country, a long time ago split freedom up into 2 pieces: personal liberty and economic liberty. And the judges, as is the Congress, as a nation, think it's 2 issues. It's about 1 issue, so therefore Congress is split on this issue as well as our judges.
Last chance to say your name.
No, I'm not going to put it. All of them are good and all of them are bad.
Congresswoman Bachmann.
Well, I do think that there are good justices, and I would put Antonin Scalia at the top of the list. I would also include Clarence Thomas and John Roberts and Alito. I think they're all marvelous. It'd be very easy to pick any one of them.
Governor Huntsman?
One of the reasons I'm so optimistic about the future of this country is because we have rule of law. Let's face it. One of the great things that this country has that very few other countries have, so the judiciary is critically important. It's also important to note that governors actually have some experience in appointing judges. You got to make those hard decisions. And as I reflect on those who today serve, I've got to say Justice Roberts and Justice Alito fit the bill very, very nicely.
Thank you all.
That was a valiant effort.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Coming up, there's a lot of ground to cover in this next